We are back.
Yes, we are.
And no, David has not been crying.
No.
He's got a cold.
Yep.
And he took NyQuil last night.
That was a bad idea.
So he's a little hungover this morning.
Yep. I'm all congested and all those other things.
Speak up.
I am.
Move your mic closer. All right.
All right. Let's solve some problems.
Well, I want to talk about graduation tickets.
Okay.
Because it's about that time of year where graduations are happening.
Mm-hmm.
And unfortunately, a lot of places, there are a limited number of tickets that the kids get.
Yep.
So, for instance, high school may get 6 tickets. College may get 8. Okay. High school, you got mom, dad, probably 2 sets of grandparents.
Okay.
Look at my 6. Why am I doing my 6 like that?
Because you're weird.
Okay, 6. 6. All right, so you got 6. That's your whole tickets.
Yeah.
That's all.
No more.
Yeah, there's all your tickets. There's no extra.
No step-parent tickets.
Right. Well, maybe somebody's parent has passed away.
Okay.
So now that frees up 1 ticket.
Mm-hmm.
But you got 2 step-parents. And a best friend.
Oh, no. Can't do all that. And a girlfriend.
Yeah.
A boyfriend.
It's hard. And y'all, this should not be something that those kids have to worry about. This is an exciting time of their life. They should invite who they want to invite. Luckily, when your triplets graduated.
Yeah, we had a bunch of tickets.
We had enough tickets because they were triplets, right?
Right.
Otherwise, that wouldn't have been the case.
No.
And you and I had talked about it, and I told you, if something happened and there wasn't enough tickets, I would gladly bow out.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't need to be there.
Yeah. Well, typically they limited it at the time to 4. So that would have been most likely me, their mom, and my parents. Or if my ex would have said, well, I want my mom to come, then I would have had to tell one of my parents,
yeah,
y'all got to pick.
Mm-hmm. It's horrible. It's horrible for everybody. But you don't need a ticket to graduation to feel loved or to feel important. But I get it. I get it.
Yep. Well, plan something afterwards.
Right. Yeah. Plan a party afterwards. You be the host of the party.
Yeah.
Or a lot of them are videoed now, or not videoed. A lot of them are live streamed.
Mm-hmm.
So you could watch it and say, oh, I saw you. And that way you're still a part of it.
Yep.
But to put these kids in a bad situation is not the right thing to do.
Mm-hmm. Or, ruining the day.
Yeah.
Making it about you.
Well, I know that my mom was kind of like that. So I had a number of tickets for graduation.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to give them to people she didn't want me to give them to.
But you got to give them to your Aunt Sally.
Yeah.
Like,
what about your Aunt Betty?
Yeah. Like, I ain't seen these people in 2 years.
She's not really my aunt.
Oh.
But it caused a lot of conflict. And I still, when I think about it, I still get mad at my mom for so many years later. I still get mad.
God rest her soul.
Yeah, God rest her soul that she put me in that situation to where she made it uncomfortable. She made me hurt her feelings. And she made me hurt the other people's feelings because she had already told them they could come.
Ooh.
So, it is a wonderful time for these kids. Let it be a wonderful time. If you're a step parent and there's not enough tickets, or a grandparent wants to go, but you've got the ticket, think about it. You don't have to be there to celebrate it. And those graduations are crazy anyway.
Mm-hmm.
You don't get to hang out with them. They walk across stage, you woohoo. Well, actually, you don't even woohoo because they tell you not to woohoo till afterwards.
Please hold all applause to the end.
Yeah. No,
there's always somebody.
Yeah.
Though.
Well, after 10 people do it, I'm going to do it. And they don't get in trouble. See, that's how I follow the rules. And then afterwards, you're trying to find them, and this crowd of people just is crazy.
Yeah.
just go somewhere afterwards and eat and be a part of that and have them tell you about how they felt when they called their name and,
Yeah. I think I was constantly worried that I was going to trip up, going up the stairs or going down the stairs or walking across the stage. It's like the last thing you want.
Yeah. I don't remember, really.
Yeah.
I remember having to get a pair of white shoes and they couldn't be heels and I didn't like them. But anyway, that's a whole other story.
Yeah. But sitting in the audience is different because you're like, would you please read those names faster?
Yes.
One year we were sitting outside.
And it was hot.
And the sun was beating down. And it was like, we only have 350 names to go through. We're like, oh.
And then it started late.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they had a long stage, and they wouldn't read the name of the next person until the other person got off the stage. And I'm like, oh my gosh, this could take forever.
And it did.
It did take forever. It's like, 3 hours?
Yeah. So, needless to say, it might be a good thing to stay home.
Yeah, I would.
And I'm an introvert. So, to me, it's like, I'll stay. Let me be the one to stay home. Let me give you my ticket. So,
yeah.
Don't make this time about you as a step parent or about bio mom's boyfriend. Don't make it about that.
Mm-hmm.
We do know an instance where this child was graduating high school and they had 4 tickets and they wanted their mom, their dad, their grandmother, and their stepdad to go because their stepdad had been in their life for a long time, right?
Okay.
Well, dad got upset because his girlfriend didn't have a ticket. And she had been in his life for 2 years, maybe, off and on. Not off and on, but, not really consistent every other weekend kind of thing, but just sporadically. And it caused a big ruckus. And it really put this kid in a bad situation. Luckily, the kid was able to get one more ticket. So, again, don't be that person to put stress on your kid or stepkid during that time.
Yeah.
What else do you suggest, David? Because I feel like you haven't said a whole lot.
Well, I mean, I think the biggest thing is kind of like we handle a lot of the situations in step families, which is planning something outside of the normal event. We recommend that for Christmas, holidays, and other things, and I think it applies here too.
Yeah.
Like the event of the graduation doesn't have to be the big event.
Mm-hmm.
Plan that party afterwards, and that's your time to attend and to shine.
Mm-hmm.
And plus, you get to interact with the kid. You can't do that at the graduation.
Right.
I mean, oftentimes, even after they graduated and you're trying to find them in the crowd, dude, they're talking to their friends and high-fiving and talking about what they're going to do next and, where are you going after this? And I hope I see you in college. And I mean, they don't even really pay attention to their parents or the people that attended that much anyway.
Yeah.
They're all like, we made it. Because you got to think, their friend circle, they went through this whole thing together for years. Mm-hmm. And to them, it's an event that's not just personal, but it's a group event.
I kind of disagree with you a little bit on that. COVID messed up a lot of those friend circles and kids.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, then that's the way it was when I went through.
That's a long time ago. All right.
I mean, that's the way it was when my kids went through. So, but COVID, yeah, jacked up a bunch of stuff. I don't know how it is today. Let us know in the comments.
All right. We're going to let David go rest.
All right, folks. Join us again next week. And remember, life is good
When you nacho.